The
Why does it
people's
not surprise me
convoy
that
rolling.
you're sharing fake news, or that the right shares fake news all the time? Like, this liberal hive mind was supposed to be something good that people follow. The People's Convoy was in 2022. Okay? The People's Convoy was in 2022. The new convoy that's coming up doesn't have 700,000 trucks. Joe is speaking to one of the organizers right now. That was some weird mathematical estimate that came from nowhere, basically. And that's fake news. This one hasn't even started yet. Um, so I don't know why people are spreading so much misinformation on the news, on apparently Twitter, on TikTok, like all kinds of fake news about what this is supposed to be. And the organizers don't want any of y'all's bullshit, okay? They don't want you to show up armed, harassing people at the border. They won't want you to do any of this, okay? People are like coming down and thinking that's supposed to be something crazy. And all they're doing is having a party, apparently. All they're having is having like a picnic. And this completely is fake news. This is completely fake news. The People's Convoy was in 2022. Okay, and nobody knew about it. Nobody knew about it, right? Because there's still people today that if you talk about the convoy, they automatically say, oh, the one in Canada? They don't even know that there was one in America. That's so fucking sad. They don't even know that the US of A had a convoy right after Canada's. That's because the people that organized the People's Convoy didn't really want to see action either. They could have went and shut down DC just as well as Canadians shut down their little area. They just would have had to re-strategize because they couldn't take the trucks there. They blocked all the exits so they couldn't get the trucks there. I can't believe people never heard about that. Oh, you mean the one in Canada? And then, instead of doing what they came to do, they took back all the way across the country and went to California again. I say again because I believe that's where Trucker G started the convoy, was California. And then they protested a whole bunch of things, and it looked good and all, but it never did anything. It never did anything. Those weird bills still passed. Somebody convinced them that everything starts in California and they needed to be there more than DC. That sounded like a fucking ploy to me. Fucking setup to me. Yeah, you get out of DC. Go over there. Go over there. Y'all need to get away from here. Go over there. And then there was all these conspiracies about trafficking because they went twice across the United States with trucks and all that. And then when they got back to Hagerstown after going to California and raising, like, they had just raised a whole bunch of money, they like abandoned ship and abandoned all the people that came with them that had been supporting them and all that. They just abandoned them. And that's where 1776 popped up, right? They formed their own little thing, and that didn't do anything because everybody was so, like, what, disenfranchised? Is that the right word? By what just happened. So, like, when you get negative reactions to convoys now, you can thank the People's Convoy. Because they had just raised, what, like $50,000 or something? And all of a sudden, they up and ended the convoy when they got back to Hagerstown, and like I don't know why they even went back to Hagerstown and didn't just let people know that it was ending, and that they were never gonna ever take a stand. Really, they were just gonna drive around in circles. They were too scared to take a stand. There was a few people in the truckers convoy that actually made it into DC and made it into DC with trucks apparently. But they wouldn't let those people take the lead. This is our convoy. This is our protest. You see what happened in Canada, they're going to do it to us. Fear, 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 fear. But now you see what was really legal in Canada, right? Finally. But you have already fucked the movements. Completely fucked the movements. There should have been a lot of good that came out of that people's convoy. The synchronicities were going fucking crazy. But they were too pussy to do anything. Yeah, this is old footage from the People's Convoy in 2022. And this convoy is a mile long or how many miles long or whatever, that came from that too. And nobody even knows about that apparently, because they all say the one in Canada. When you say the trucker convoy, the one in Canada. Absolutely ridiculous. Look, see, I keep telling you, the right is spreading just as much fake news, if not more at this point, than the left. And it's unorganized fucking chaos. How many different versions of what's going on with this convoy, and they can't even get the name right. The People's Convoy. People's Convoy happened in 2022, and it will never happen again because of what happened in 2022 and how they abandoned people. They will never get that kind of support again. Any kind of convoy. Maybe the people that weren't paying attention, but now even people that were paying attention, the same grifters that were involved in the People's Convoy are like, oh, we're gonna grift off the convoy that's going to Eagle Pass. Yeah, we're gonna grift off that. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe I'll grift off of it too, because she just said on this telephone conference or telephone call with the organizer, with Joe. The organizer is a lady, and she said that they support small business. So we'll see if they support small business. Well, we'll be a grifter too. Everybody else is gonna grift. We'll be a grifter too.